Hello, everyone. My name is Julius Caesar. My big brother is Julius Caesar. I know you've never heard of me. Typical patriarchal crap. Nobody ever talks about the little sister, even if she's fabulous. Anyway, I thought it was time I set the record straight about Big Brother Jules. That's what we called him. You know, when Jules was a wee kid, he was a bit of a nerd. He spent so much time playing Dungeons and Dragons with his little buddies that the neighbors were starting to talk. We really thought he was going to grow up to be a tax collector. He wanted to be popular. He wasn't. When he got a bit older, he decided he wanted to be top dog. And he decided that in order to be top dog, he had to be rich and famous. And in his mind, in order to be rich and famous, he'd have to sell insurance. So he went to all of the Roman chamber events. Well, that's something. Anyway, he went to all the Roman chamber events, boozing and schmoozing, networking with all the bigwigs. The only problem was nobody had ever heard of insurance. He was going broke. He was going to lose everything. So his next big idea was to just start taking things. And so he took things, he took money, women, villages, whatever he wanted. It was kind of a midlife crisis. Poor old man. We knew he really lost it when he came home one night with a bright red convertible chariot. He was a loser. He was always trying to be popular, so if he was really stuck, he would start dropping names like Brutus and Cassius, Mark Antony. He thought they would make him look good. He didn't know that these fellas wanted nothing to do with him. I saw Brutus one time dive into a moat just to avoid saying hello. His wife, Capernia, said the only reason she married Jules was because he had a big sword. And now he managed to not only snag a hot wife, but a mistress as well. His side piece, Cleopatra, thought that Jules was her ticket to the empire. Little did she know that Jules had as much chance of leading an empire as he did of growing a full head of hair. He really wasn't very much to look at. Short, balding, chubby, and his breath. Oh my God. Man could have killed a dragon with a whisper. Somebody really should have gotten him a mint. Anyway, off he went, carried on his merry way. I would have felt sorry for his wife, except Jules was so busy with his side piece and traveling and taking over the land. She had a lot of free time on her hands, so she started spending time in the kitchen. She came up with some wonderful recipes, like the salad she made, with lettuce and cheese and creamy garlic dressing. She called it a Caesar salad. I said that was a bit dull, but she said calling it, my hubby's having an affair, so I have to do something in the kitchen salad was a bit of a mouthful. She also started bringing, she was taking this to all of the potlucks, and it was a big hit. And then she started bringing this concoction with her. I think it had the blood of her enemies in it, and a little bit of booze. After a couple, I didn't really care what was in it, and it just tasted like more. Now, the downside was, after a couple of these, I couldn't remember a thing. And the next day, I couldn't get out of bed. But it was really a small price to pay for a really good time with the girls. Mumsy did not approve. She thought we should all be at home knitting. Those were the good old days. I know there's more. Oh, right. That last night. He tried really hard to be popular, and he tried to hang out with all these funky guys, and he just didn't know that they were all plotting underneath his Roman nose. Jules was the one that came up with that term, Roman nose. He thought it sounded more dignified than Big Fat Schnoz. Anyway, we tried to tell him. We said, you know, the three amigos that you're so fond of, they are plotting. They're planning things. He wouldn't listen. He wouldn't listen. Then the guy goes out and conquers a couple of villages, and then there's no talking to him. So off he went that last night, and we knew trouble was afoot. We knew it. We weren't surprised that he got stabbed. I mean, that Brutus, so fake. All nicey-nicey to your face, but turn your back and bam, you get stabbed. And Mark Antony, it turns out, he was after Cleopatra the whole time. So basic. Anyway, here I am, left to listen to Mumsy's whining and wailing about her precious jewels. I don't miss them. You'd think she only had one child. Anyway, now I'm off to my girls' night out. It's 2-for-1 mead night at Nero's naughty nightclub. I'm hoping I'll find the man of my dreams so I can finally get rid of this horrid last name. Thank you for your patience. I hope this has been a little bit informative. And when you're talking to your friends, do remember to tell them that Julius Caesar had a fabulous little sister.